It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see which of these Golden State teams has the Midas touch in this one. It's the Bolts and the Niners, and it's all up next.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They run once more with McCaffrey. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Second and 7. Again, it's McCaffrey. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed, and he's tracked down behind the line.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing is Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, out to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. 1st-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Up the sideline at the 35. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. A run with Dobbins. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given, but it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Niners offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
2 defenders in the area, Mike, but it just doesn't seem to matter. This is an offense that continually trusts their guys to make big plays regardless of the coverage, and they're able to pick up a fresh set of downs because of it.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
They bring a tight end in motion left. He's going to run it, and he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
On play action now, Herbert. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. To return is Pearsall. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this.
Mitch
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now it's Dobbins. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston.
Complete to number 1, Quentin Johnston. A gain of 7. First down, Chargers.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. Second and a yard. Pistol here for Herbert. Finding the tight end, here's Will Dissly. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy 1st down.
On 1st down, Herbert. He's going to keep it himself. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Herbert. Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Tight end motioning left. Here's Dobbins. Whoa! And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
Herbert. Brought in by the tight end, Hayden Hurst with the catch. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass. And that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
And that is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Niners offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
Whoa. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chargers offense and receiver Quentin Johnston set to take over once more. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Johnston. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Chargers.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Herbert to the air again. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Niners offense going to take over just before the half. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Purdy works out of the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's Purdy. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the Niners are on the board. It's 7-3.
49ers 3.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He's going to dial up another deep ball. He's got it! And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
49ers 3.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. give up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Pistol here for Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
It's just so hard to simulate the speed of some of these defensive linemen in the NFL. I mean, by the time he makes his play fake, you get your head around on the perimeter, the quarterback's expecting to break contain. He thinks he has a lot of time to look downfield. Well, that time went away in a hurry, and he didn't have much of a chance.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Tight end going in motion here. Herbert to throw for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Johnston motioning over. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Chargers 1st down.
Herbert to throw. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good hard running will get him down close to a 1st down. Might be a yard short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw, it's Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Shotgun now for Herbert. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown. This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A. That his second touchdown tonight. Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through. And the Chargers extend their advantage to 14-3.
49ers 3.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success, and that's what we saw here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Purdy going to put it up again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back to the air is Purdy. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And he will score. Game on. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? Back to the air again is Purdy. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here's Lad McConkey to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Now Herbert. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing now is Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On play action, it's Herbert. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The 49ers offense ready to get back to work. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. That sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Has a man wide open, it's Samuel.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit, really well timed, really nice job by both guys.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The visitors' offense. And Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. Here's 2nd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. The faithful roaring here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a 4th down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
The 49ers offense headed back to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll get about 4 here as he is